There's a lot of investors in this league. One investor, been trying to keep quiet about, his investment in the league ever since his comments that he made about a young rookie. Pretty much, had him in the headlines for about a month and a half. That is Geno Auriemma, dog. I'm here to tell you, he's part owner of this league.
Remember when Geno Auriemma claimed Caitlin Clark wouldn't succeed in the WNBA? Well, karma has a sharp sense of irony. Geno, the so-called basketball expert, is now seeing his prized investment fall apart like a fragile house of cards. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, the very player he doubted, holds the single card that could turn everything around, yet she isn't making a move.
Well, we got an update on the Unrivaled ratings for last Friday night, and well, as you can expect, they unraveled, as I like to say. Not good. I mean, we're basically at half the ratings now of the debut.
A textbook example of you reap what you sow. Geno Auriemma's harsh critiques are now backfiring, hitting him with falling ratings and major financial losses. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is busy proving him wrong, smashing records and dominating the WNBA. Now that's what you call a plot twist.
You guys don't remember? Asia Reese said she was also the draw. Did you guys forget about that? The hottest woman basketball player on the planet isn't involved in the Unrivaled, and weeks in, ratings are down under 100,000 viewers. So where's the lie?
You know how some people just can't resist making bad choices? Well, Geno Auriemma is giving us a front row view of his latest misstep. Riding high on his college coaching success, he thought he'd struck gold with Caitlin Clark, but this golden ticket is quickly turning into a full-blown disaster.
Well, look like Geno Auriemma could be the reason why Caitlin Clark is definitely not joining the Unrivaled 3-on-3 basketball league.
Let's set the stage. Geno Auriemma, brimming with confidence, decides to back this new women's basketball league with both influence and money. He's convinced he has the Midas touch, that whatever he gets involved in turns to gold. But here's the catch. The league's success hinges entirely on its star players, and the biggest star of all, she's not playing along.
Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest. We can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got nothing. Zero zip, nothing.
Now Geno Auriemma is probably pacing his office, eyeballing those viewership numbers like a hawk, and they're not just down, they're embarrassingly low. We're talking a plunge from 300,000 viewers to barely 100,000. A drop as dramatic as going from Madison Square Garden to your local YMCA. It's a free fall that's got everyone involved breaking out in a cold sweat.
They've got to back up the Brinks truck. I mean, I know they offered her $1 million, which I think was roughly like 3 times what I think most of these players are getting. I think they've got to get much bigger. I think they got to give her $10 million to play in this thing. I know some people will laugh at that, but you've got no chance of turning a profit if you don't get Caitlin Clark involved in this league.
It looks like Geno Auriemma could be the reason Caitlin Clark is staying away from the Unrivaled 3-on-3 basketball league. But it's not just him feeling the pressure. Other investors are starting to sweat too. This isn't Geno's problem alone anymore. It's become a full-blown financial disaster. What once looked like a smart business plan on paper now feels as unstable as a house of cards in a hurricane.
You're not going to get the ratings, which in turn is not going to give you the revenue. The advertisers won't be there, right? You got to think about it.
You have to wonder what Geno Auriemma was thinking when he signed those checks. Did he really believe he could launch a successful league without the star power of players like Caitlin Clark? It's like trying to make a blockbuster movie without any A-list actors. You might have a great script, but who's going to buy tickets? Meanwhile, Clark's decision to turn down Unrival's offer is looking smarter by the day. They reportedly dangled over $1 million for just an 8-week season, but Clark saw the bigger picture. She knows her worth and exactly where she wants to leave her mark, in the WNBA.
However, we've got an update here from one of the owners of the Unrivaled, and let's be real, this league will not make it if they don't get Caitlin Clark involved. And think they realize that.
Now, Geno Auriemma's investment is starting to look riskier than a half-court buzzer beater. You can almost picture him watching Caitlin Clark dominate in the WNBA, knowing she could have been the saving grace for Unrivaled. That has to sting, especially given how much he's criticized her in the past. Let's talk numbers. How much did Geno actually pour into this venture? This is the kind of money that could have bought a small island or funded dozens of college scholarships. You have to wonder if he's regretting some of those harsh comments about Clark. All that doubt, all that criticism. Now she's thriving while his investment collapses. It's like watching karma unfold in real time on the basketball court.
Gotta ask you a basketball question. I know that you work really hard in the off season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on in this off season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room, so that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then obviously, a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
But here's the reality. This whole situation exposes a major flaw in how some people approach women's basketball. Geno Auriemma and the other Unrivaled backers thought they could simply throw money at the problem and instantly build a successful league. They underestimated the value of real star power and overestimated their own ability to attract top talent.
Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss a layup?
Remember when everyone assumed Caitlin Clark was about to cash in big with Unrivaled? Well, plot twist, she said no. And it's not just about the money. There's an entire backstory Geno Auriemma and his investor friends never saw coming.
He has decided not to do Unrivaled, even though Aaliyah Boston's doing it, Lexi Hull is doing it, Kate Martin is doing it, and despite all the rumors, and I'm sure the push that was put on her. But Clark has all the leverage in this situation, and I'm not saying she flexed it, but she was comfortable enough in her position to make the decision, and it appears that answer is no.
But it's not just about proving Geno Auriemma wrong, though let's be honest, that probably feels pretty satisfying. Clark's schedule is packed enough to make most of us want to nap just looking at it. She's coming off a deep NCAA tournament run, just completed a historic WNBA rookie season, and is juggling endorsements and speaking engagements left and right. And let's not forget, she's human and needs rest too. Geno Auriemma bet big on Unrivaled, but Caitlin Clark said no, and it's paying off. After a historic WNBA rookie season, breaking records and earning triple-doubles, she's proving the doubters wrong. Clark isn't just playing, she's elevating the league, drawing fans, and boosting merchandise. Her decision to skip Unrivaled is a power move, prioritizing health and long-term success over quick cash. Meanwhile, Geno's investment is tanking while Clark's star keeps rising. In short, Clark's shaping her own legacy, and the world is watching.